Dory Miller, Post 331, our American Legion, and Brother Gene Richard from Grace Bible Church. Thank you all so much. I want to thank everybody for being here. I'm excited to be here. We want to also applaud the county staff of Barnett Park. It is so beautiful out here, and that's every time I come out here. So give them a round of applause for keeping this recreation center and this whole area clean and inviting and welcoming. We have a special person to also bring you greetings today. Ms. Rosalind Clouden. She's been looking out for me ever since I was invited to be out here. She's been keeping me on point and up to date with where I needed to be and what I needed to do, so I'm grateful. Ms. Rosalind Clouden, president of the Pine Hills Safe Neighborhood Partnership, also the chair of this wonderful parade today. I saw y'all stepping out there in the parade, looking good. And of course, the celebration. I understand that Ms. Clouden is a very shy person, but her parade committee members want you to know that Ms. Clouden is great to work with. She has selflessly volunteered to plan this parade, and it's something that's been talked about, this vision, for so many years, and she did it all with grace. So Ms. Clouden, please come share a few words. Y'all show us some love. Thank you for taking care of me too. I am going to be very short.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome, and thank you so much for celebrating here with us this historic event. I am so elated to see you all here and hope you will have a fantastic day of fun, music, food, and fellowship. This is such a wonderful time for the Pine Hills community, and we are honored that you can celebrate with us. Please enjoy the festivities. Check out the vendors. They have such great information to share for you. I will be back later, but for now, enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you so much. A couple of church announcements. I won't do them like Bernice Jenkins, but I'm going to give a couple of church announcements. Actually, someone has lost a couple of keys. So if you're looking for a key, one larger key here has access on it in a smaller key. We have that up here at the podium. Also, somebody lost a credit card. So now, unless you want us all to go shopping on you, you might want to come up here. I'm going to give the name, but you will have to tell me what bank this is. Okay, so I believe it is it Camira Wade? Camira Wade, come and claim your card, but you got to show me your ID when you come up here, Camira, so we can make sure we give that to the right person. All right, it's a debit card, it's a bank card. All right, so now, after we're done with our church announcements, moving on with our program today. Again, I am excited to be here, family. Next, we have some remarks from your parade grand marshal, looking so lovely, as always, Commissioner Victoria P. Siplin. She made history in 2014, that's right. History maker. Right among you, she is the first Haitian American elected official in Central Florida. Ça passe? Right. Overwhelmingly re-elected in the 2018 August primary election also. She serves on the Florida Association of Counties Select Committee for Broadband, key county governing boards, and is the immediate past chair of the National Haitian American Elected Officials Network. And just a little more about Commissioner Siplin. Orphaned at the age of 3, she uses her life's circumstances to fuel her passion to serve others by leading self-sufficient programs for children and families, and she does it very passionately. A champion for minority and women-owned businesses, she advocates for equitable access to contracting opportunities. Married to the Honorable Gary Siplin, and her sons Joshua and Jacob attend historically black colleges and universities. So please help me welcome at this time our Commissioner Victoria P. Siplin.
Thank you, Ms. Baker, and good morning. Can I move around? Thank you. Sometimes they say you gotta stay still, stay one place to the mic. But no, good morning, my Pine Hills family. Good morning. It is always an honor, and I find it a privilege to be amongst you, because we have worked so hard throughout the years. When I got elected in 2014, there's been a stigma about Pine Hills. There's been this false narrative. And today we are again proving that our story is about a story of a community that cares about one another, a community that is not afraid to unite and make changes. So I want you guys to give yourselves a round of applause for continuing this fight. Thank you. And I would truly be remiss if I did not recognize the team. Of course, you know, JoJo said it, you know, Miss Clouded calls me and says, Commissioner, I got your sash. So I had to bling up my sash, y'all. So she's like, where are you? But no, she has called me, and I know this is not easy. Miss Clouded, Miss Nichols, your co-chair, and to the entire team, I just want you guys to understand that we recognize your hard work. We appreciate your hard work. We appreciate the steadfastness that you guys have shown throughout the years. So I just wanted to say thank you. But I will go ahead and wrap up and just say it gives me honor on behalf of Orange County and as your commissioner for District 6. Welcome, and please, let's not stop here. Let's continue to push the narrative. Let's continue to tell our story about we are a resilient community. We are a community that will keep on doing what's right no matter what others say. So thank you again, and may God bless you, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff. Thank you.
One more time for Commissioner Victoria Siblin. Look, see, it's a win-win. She classy and sexy. See, that's a win-win right there. Ain't that right, Senator? Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Now, our music entertainment is being brought to you by none other than DJ Delasmo. Y'all give it up. You see him out here representing his fraternity as well. We got the other Kappas out here. What the Luke's at today? K.A. Psi, Phi Nu Pi, Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity, though. He representing well, though. Y'all give it up one more time, DJ Delasmo. Now, maybe you didn't know this, but we also have some giveaways today, too. So make sure you stick around for those throughout the day. And then especially at the end for a pair of concert tickets for a very popular artist. DJ Delasmo. Give us a little background music, because I do believe that we have a door prize now. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. This is like a pop quiz to see who may have been paying attention. In what year did Commissioner Siblin make history as the first Haitian American elected official in Central Florida? What year, young man?
2014.
Oh, look at him. Surprise, yeah. Are the prizes up here with me? Because listen, I'm known for giving away stuff. You better let me know what to give away, cause
A lantern.
a lantern. Where is it? Y'all better I'll give away the whole podium, y'all better. That's what I do. I give away stuff on the radio. I give away the stage. Pine Hills Community Council will give you your prize. Thank you, young man. Congratulations. How are you? These babies, you go to elementary school, they look you in your eye. Actually, they look down on you. How you doing? You be like, hey, baby, are you in the 5th grade? Really? Wow. All right, so let's continue with our program, but we do have more prizes on the way. I'm excited about that, too. So up next is the one and only Honorable Gary Siblin. Mr. Siblin, a proud graduate of Jones High School. Go Tigers, class of 72, an ambitious student. He relentlessly earned his bachelor's in 3 years, by the way. He wasn't playing around. His master's and Juris Doctorate degrees by the time 1981 rolled around. So he rose to prominence from an assistant county attorney in Miami to making history in 2002 as the first Black Florida state senator elected in Central Florida. Give it up. That's right. Senator Siblin successfully fought against Florida regulations that aim to permanently deny ex-felons the ability to restore their right to vote. And he led a rigorous agenda in 2009 for the allocation of $70 million, that's $70 million to rebuild Evans High School. Yep. He is the father of Gary Jr., Angelica, Joshua, and Jacob. He, along with his wife, Commissioner Victoria Siplin, are stalwart supporters of Pine Hills, always have been, and operate Siplin Law PA right here in Pine Hills for over 20 years. Y'all give it up for State Senator Gary Siplin.
For this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And those of us who love the Lord say amen. All right, I'm in the right place. Jojo, you did a great job. You almost gave my speech away. You didn't hear me. First of all, I want to start off by saying good morning to you all. This is a great event. I congratulate you on the success. But I want to have a special thank you out to Ms. Rosalind Clouden of the Pine Hills Safe Neighborhood Association for inviting me here today. Let's give her a round of applause, please. I was asked to give a history of Pine Hills, and as I've been here for the last 20 years, I'm going to give you my perspective of the history of Pine Hills. Pine Hills has a unique history. Pine Hills started in 1953, primarily in the Robbinswood area. Homes were built, and employees working at Martin Marietta moved to Pine Hills to live and raise their families. In 1960, Pine Hills Road and Silver Star Road, along with the fire department, was created. Residents considered, can you hear it better? Yeah, excuse me. Residents considered making the Pine Hills area a city, but eventually decided not to do it. In 1970, Walt Disney came to town and employed many Pine Hill residents. Blacks who once lived in Washington Shores, Richmond Heights, Carver Shores, and Dimitri Homes moved to Pine Hills. In 1980, the city of Orlando annexed the eastern part of North Lane and other parts of the Pine Hills area because of the tax structure. In 1990, Pine Hills fell into a bit of a slump, but eventually grew out of that slump because of the expansion of Highway 50, many car dealerships and retail moving to Pine Hills. In 1998, Pine Hills elected its first Black county commissioner who resided in Pine Hills, none other than the Honorable Homer Hardage, who focused primarily on improving the Pine Hills neighborhood, and he brought economic development and contracts to Pine Hill residents. In 2002, Pine Hills elected its first Black state senator, Gary Siplin. Pine Hills provided Senator Siplin with over 4,000 votes, more than his opponent. And as a result of that, Senator Siplin thanked Pine Hills community by bringing his Senate office to Pine Hills Road, as well as his law firm, in appreciation of all the support that Pine Hills provided Gary Siplin. In 2008, Evans High School was overcrowded and was in need of a new school. The kids at Evans were doing very well, but because of the conditions, the parents and administration felt that if they had a better school, the kids would perform better, and we agreed. So the school board agreed to provide a new school for Evans High School. Because of what we call in Tallahassee the custodial agreement, the custodial requirement, if a school had built a building within 20 years, they could not tear that building down. And as a result, instead of trying to build on the Evans campus, the school board decided to go to Ocoee. But of course, they had meetings out there in Ocoee, and the residents decided that they didn't want the high school there. So I heard about this, and I immediately went to work. I called one block and the school board members and said that maybe we can change the facility waiver. So I invited the president of the Florida Senate, Jeff Atwater, and the education secretary, Mr. Smith, down to meet with the Evans High School students, the parents, the principals, and of course the board members. And after that meeting, having saw the desire of the teachers, desire of the students and the parents, and I did get a chance to take President Atwood over to Waikato to see what kind of school that Evans had intentions of building. And he said, yes, Gary, I think that's a good idea, and let's see what the Evans students and the parents have to say about Evans High School. So we had that meeting at Evans High School old library, and it was a very good meeting. And after a couple of hours, the president said that, Gary, I think we'll be able to help you. So he went back to Tallahassee, had a meeting with Secretary of Education Smith, and decided that they would waive the custody requirement. And as a result of that, Evans High School saved over $20 million, which they utilized to build a new Evans High School. What do you think about that? And as Jojo said, in 2010, Evans High School was built with a $20 million budget to make it the edifice that it is today. It has grown to about 2,400 students, and as you can see, they have extra spaces for more room out there for the kids that are in those trailers. Evans has a distinguished group of alumni whom we all love and admire. One of whom is Congressperson Dan Webster, Pastor Willie Barnes, and of course Darrell Dawkins, who's called the Chocolate Thunder, all with the Evans High School. Let's get them a round of applause. Upon the construction of Evans new high school, Senator Gary Sipp and the leaders of the community had a parade down from Silver Star Road to Evans High School, where the dignitaries and the principals and the students got a chance to celebrate their very new edifice, Evans High School. And it was a grand event, and many of you all were there. And in 2010, Senator Sippin brought over $200,000 to build the place that you're sitting right now, this soccer field. As you can see, it's a wonderful edifice also, so that our kids and our schools and our students can play soccer right here in your own very, very, very own Pine Hills Barnett Park. Pine Hills has grown to be has grown with over 800,000 residents, with many businesses and a diverse group of residents here in Pine Hills, from the Caribbean islands, Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Haitians, and other folks. So let's give themselves a round of applause. And most strikingly, in 2014, Pine Hills elected its first Haitian American County Commissioner, Victoria Sipley. And as you can see from the parade today, Commissioner Sipley has adorned the Pine Hills Road with Christmas lights for the last 4 years. And she didn't stop there. About 3 years ago, Commissioner Sipley decided that she wanted to bring some art to the Pine Hills district, and of course she bought the old shopping mall, the old grocery store in Hiawassee in Colonial Drive, and she's decided, it's in the construction process right now, to bring to Pine Hills a cultural arts center. And in that center, she's going to have rooms to celebrate each culture, the Haitians, Bahamians, Jamaicans, Trinidadians, with a theater and a kitchen for all kinds of art events. How about that? And today, we're here in 2021 celebrating the Pine Hills inaugural Establishment Day celebration. And all this happened because of God-fearing, loving people such as yourself. So give yourselves a round of applause. And remember this, God loves you, I love you, and God bless you.